Welcome to Obscure Edition. This is a mobile game review series that exists to provide some needed exposure to nice indie games that are made by small indie developers. Supporting small indies is a great thing to do, since it helps to increase the diversity of games in the industry that is dominated by bigger companies. If you agree with that, then you can make your impact by sharing this video or just your favorite indie games on social media. That will help. In this episode of Obscure Edition, we will check out a promising indie cross-platform action platformer title in the development. The name is Ultimate Reality. This game is being made by just one guy with the occasional help of a few other people, and it already has something to offer. Ultimate Reality has quite a nice retrowave-inspired pixel art visuals of a dystopian city, a wacky but an intriguing story about a wimpy-looking superhero, and it also has a quite elaborate combat system, especially for a mobile game. And as a downside, the game has really hard to use controls and a lot of design decisions, which are not polished yet. You will almost immediately get what is wrong and what is right if you play this game. Here, I must note again that Ultimate Reality is currently in heavy development, and some things will probably improve in the future iterations of the game. It is also worth to say that while the game is free at the moment, the game is stated as a demo, and the dev has told me that the game will be a premium one. Which is a nice thing, since the developer will be focused on making the game enjoyable instead of monetizing it harder. But on the other hand, fewer people will be able to experience this upcoming action game about a wimpy-looking pixel superhero. In my opinion, the looks and attitude of the protagonist also include a layer of comedy, which, if true, is pretty strange but cool thing. I find the character stupidly fun. The combat system is already interesting, but it will probably improve a lot if the dev finishes Ultimate Reality. It already has a lot of combo attacks and a lot of various abilities, which also allow some strategic planning, well combined with basic fighting mechanics. Just check this great combat sequence. Just check it. Nice. The downside is that at the moment there are some abilities that are clearly more powerful than others. It cripples the game's variety a bit as a result. We will see the final version of the game when it's done. Another notable thing that deserves some attention isn't very big but important. Ultimate Reality has adjustable controls and controller support. That is a very cool addition, but it might require some tinkering from a player to set up everything in the desired fashion and indicates a somewhat troubled interface design. Anyways, thanks to the dev, that's a great feature to have in a game, and note that big developers often won't bother with such things. Now, let's add a bit of soul to the mix, that's always fun. My biggest issue with Ultimate Reality is that platforms in the game are hard to see and land on, especially if they are far away. This is the most important thing to fix in my opinion, since the game is heavily focused on side-scrolling traversal. I've talked to the dev and it will probably be fixed and improved. We will see. Is the game worth playing? Well, at this stage it is basically a nice demo of a full premium product by an indie dev that will probably be delivered. It is an interesting but clunky retrowave platforming experience for mobile that you can try now. At the moment it has few pretty hard levels and few abilities, and the overall length of the game is around 2 hours, which is enough to imagine what this game will probably become. I've tried it and will support this game in the future. You can support this indie game too by joining the game's Discord. The link is in the comments. Well, let's end this review here. Thank you for being with me for a while and have a great time. I hope that you have enjoyed this small talk. If so, then you can make me happy by sharing this video and leaving a comment or two. That helps me grow, and I would really like to know what do you think. Thank you and keep playing games. Because games are nice. Play some.